Shakur Stevenson.
Oh, my God.
Put on a masterclass performance against Teofimo Lopez. We all predicted Shakur would win.
Right.
Did anyone think he would win like that?
Yeah, we all.
Here's my tweet on the fight. Quote, hang that one in the Louvre.
I was fully confident he'd win the fight. I didn't think he'd win it as widely as that. I thought, look, Teo's a great fighter. He made him look average in there.
The lights at Madison Square Garden have a way of exposing the truth, and for Teofimo Lopez, that truth was devastating.
It's all love. How you doing, mama? It's all love. I want your son to be my daughter. I appreciate this opportunity, bro. I love you.
Before this fight happened, we all thought that Shakur would win. All right?
Yes.
My favorite fight, I thought he's going to win.
Unanimous.
I picked him.
We all thought.
Not like that, though.
No.
Teo is such a great fighter. The brother won one round, maybe two.
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming like that.
Two max. Probably one.
Right.
Teo's
Nice.
a two-time Lineal Ring Magazine champion. Two weight divisions, lightweight and junior welterweight. Both times he was the champ. Hasn't been done that many times in history.
And in the ring, he looked confused. He couldn't
No
do that with
answers,
Shakur.
ran out
Well,
of
And
ideas,
I'm
everything.
going to say this, right? Because I'm going to get right to it. I haven't seen none of them guys y'all talked about that y'all love beat another elite fighter.
That was a
that's,
two-time,
That's
yeah.
well accomplished like Teo is. And Shakur made him like a kid in there. I'm like, it's an amateur to a pro. I was sitting behind Andre. Where I said, Andre, I said, dog, did you know it was this easy? Because I would have emptied every dollar I had to put on that fight.
We've seen fighters lose before, but what happened when he stepped into the ring with Shakur Stevenson was something different entirely. The most cutting blow didn't even come from a glove. It came from the mouth of Eddie Hearn. Standing in the middle of the chaos, Hearn didn't hold back. He didn't just say Teofimo lost. He said Shakur made him look average. Think about that for a second. This is a man who beat Vasily Lomachenko and Josh Taylor. Yet Hearn is out here telling the world that Teofimo is just another guy.
I was fully confident he'd win the fight. I didn't think he'd win it as widely as that. I thought, look, Teo's a great fighter. He made him look average in there. And that's because Shakur is so good. His IQ is so good. His footwork is so good. I actually think he could have stopped Teo if he would have pushed on the gas a little bit, but didn't need to. It was so easy. He's a 4-division world champion at 28 years of age. Phenomenal. I think sometimes people think that Teo can do a little bit more, but like every time he tried to, he was just getting countered, peppered, and it was phenomenal to watch.
Shakur is still getting better. He's still growing as a fighter. He's still growing as a man. He's not even at his peak yet. Let me say that again. He's not at his peak yet. The minute Shakur gets confident enough, because you heard it after when he was just like, I could have stopped him, but he started fighting back. The minute he gets confident enough, man, with his skills, step forward like he was stepping forward. Seeing those punches the way he was seeing those punches. Catching those shots like he was catching those shots. And dishing his shots right back. And be consistent with it. Automatic. I'm telling you, he gonna stop a lot of fighters. He has that damn ability. He does.
The disrespect in that statement is calculated. Hearn knows that for a fighter with an ego as massive as Teofimo, being called average is a fate worse than being knocked out cold. But Hearn wasn't the only one twisting the knife.
Shakur boxed every second of that fight. Shakur, I can't even think of the time where Shakur grabbed Teo and held him. Not one time. Maybe it happened.
He
I don't
actually was
remember.
being physical inside when Teo was initiating.
Shakur, here's boxing. Boxing is standing and punching range, right? You move your leg. You use your legs when you got to get out of range. You do not hold, and you are throwing punches. Boxing is hit and don't get hit. Shakur is the best at that.
So 2 points I want to make real quick. One is, yes, you're right, Max. Different than Devin Haney. Shakur, what I would say, he only did that once. It was like maybe the end of round 9. He did for like 20 seconds. He didn't do it again.
He did. I know what you're talking about.
It was like a weird stretch.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first thing I want to say.
thing,
This is the second thing I want to say about that fight. Teo had no strategy.
At
all.
And guys, humor
None.
me for a second
No
here.
tactics.
At all.
I think it'll be interesting. Like you said, tactics. I want to talk about strategy. And I want to use chess to explain it, okay? There's a difference between strategy and tactics, okay? Let's start with chess. In chess, if you control the center of the board, when you start to look for tactics, they will all favor you. If you start to look for tactics and he controls the center of the board, you're going to get beat up because they're all going to favor him. In boxing, when a southpaw fights an orthodox fighter, whoever has their lead foot on the outside strategically is controlling the space. That's for multiple reasons. One is your back foot, if you're righty, takes you naturally as you throw punches in a clockwise position. If you try to just imagine throwing punches as you're moving counterclockwise, you have to stop and
It'll go
set.
slower.
It's harder.
Yeah.
It's slower. And southpaw is reversed. So if you can get your foot on the outside, it forces the other guy into, even though you're fighting in circles, essentially a retreat. That's first thing. The second thing is tactics. How do you win those pieces playing your chess, right? When you get your foot to the outside, if you're fighting a southpaw, you have the hook to the body available to you. Your power hand is close to his face.
Right hand to the chest, maybe. Freeze him.
Chest or head. His backhand is way far away.
He would have to
go
cross
all
his
the way
body to
across
get
his
to you.
body,
Yes.
and his hook, you're outside the hook. Okay.
Parents Bud Crawford was ringside, and his reaction was pure, unadulterated mockery. Crawford was seen on camera laughing and filming the aftermath, almost relishing the fact that Teofimo had finally been humbled.
And the news, we already know it. We already know it. And news.
There's been a long-standing tension between Teofimo's camp and the elite of the sport, mostly due to the loud and often disrespectful antics of Teofimo's father, often calling out Crawford. The technical breakdown of the fight was even more embarrassing.
Shakur Stevenson is the best fighter in the world. And I said whoever wins this fight between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, I said will be the best fighter in the world. And the reason why I said that is because in order for Teo to beat Shakur, do you know how good he'd have to fight? Same for Shakur going up to 140. Do you know how good he would have to be in order to do that? And he displayed that. Shakur Stevenson was untouchable. And this is against Teofimo Lopez. And like I said, of course, there's going to be people responding and talking about, oh, Teofimo, he's washed, he ain't this, ain't that, and all that. No. Teofimo Lopez is a fantastic fighter. Shakur Stevenson is so damn good. See, there are tiers. There are tiers. There are good, there are great, and then there's like God tier, right? That's the rare Roy Jones Jr., Sugar Ray Robinson, Floyd Mayweather, untouchable Muhammad Ali, God tier level fighter. And that's why I'm putting Shakur Stevenson. The skills that he displayed, the master class he put on, I'm not seeing a masterclass like that. He put on, I've seen Inoue put on a masterclass. I've seen Bam Rodriguez. I've seen now that guy's a perfect fighter. I've seen Bam Rodriguez put on masterclass. All right. But Shakur Stevenson put on a masterclass to where you feel nobody could beat him. That's how Floyd was looking. Shakur Stevenson put on a masterclass to where you feel like you're going to have to be a big guy to beat him. Like you're gonna have to be boots, and you gotta be a heavyweight. You can't help but to feel that way. All right.
I didn't really expect that from Teofimo Lopez. I thought he'd have been in the fight. Thought he'd have got involved more. Thought he might have been able to push the pace and get a little bit rough inside. He's a clever, smart, very talented fighter. We've seen what he can do. I mean, the Josh Taylor fight, former undisputed. I mean, he's a top fighter, Teofimo. But Shakur Stevenson, he's got this reputation for just being a slick, skillful boxer. I mean, he's got Andre Ward in his corner. Well, not in his corner, but it's one of his best mates. And that kind of style of fighting where you just don't get hit with many shots and you dominate behind the jab and you just outwit and outsmart and outfox your opponent. That's exactly what happened to Teofimo Lopez last night. Shakur Stevenson just dominated behind the jab. He was counter-punching on his back foot, just timing. It's the speed and the accuracy of Shakur Stevenson that makes him almost impossible to beat. He's so fast, so accurate. Short little hooks, solid jabs. Even if he puts his arm halfway, then he'll jab and just snap the jab out in in Teo's face, in his opponent's face, whoever he's fighting, short hooks. He doesn't get hit with a shot. I remember him sitting down at the end of round 11, smiling, not a mark on his face. I'm envious to the fact that it makes the fight look easy, every fight. Where does Teo go from here? I don't know. Maybe he's can have a fight with Devin Haney, maybe Ryan Garcia, maybe have one more bit of a payday, then finish. But Shakur Stevenson, the world is his oyster. He is such a top fighter. He could literally dominate the game, similar to what Floyd Mayweather did. He's got that kind of a style where you don't get hit with many shots, doesn't take any punishment, there's no wear and tear, and he's a full-weight world champion. He beat Teofimo Lopez with ease, so he needs his props, and fair play to Shakur Stevenson. What a top fighter he is.
Analysts like Andre Ward pointed out a glaring issue that many fans missed. Teofimo didn't make a single adjustment for 12 straight rounds. It was like watching a man try to unlock a door with the wrong key over and over again, getting more frustrated with every failed attempt. The IQ gap was so wide, it was uncomfortable to watch. While Teofimo was looking for one home run shot, Shakur was playing grandmaster-level chess. By the middle rounds, you could see the off switch go off in Teofimo's eyes. He knew he couldn't win, and that realization turned a world-class athlete into a spectator in his own fight.
Too long.
Teo and his corner, his dad, had no set. One round he won, maybe the 8th. He would jump out with his left foot to outside Teo's outfoot, and he would hit him with a hook in the body. Yeah. Maybe he won the 8th round, and that was it. And then there was no cut stopping in the corner. There were no instructions in the corner. Teo's dad, I'm going to talk to him. I've met him. He's always treated me very well.
But we honest on this show.
I need to say something about this.
We honest on inside the ring, baby.
It is time for Teo to move on to another trainer. You have done, sir, Mr. Lopez, an amazing job with your son.
Good job, y'all. So far, great job.
You have taken him from nothing to incredible heights. Congratulations to you. You deserve it.
Now
it is time to let him go. You've got to get him to the next level, or else.
But it was a hell of a night. Teo, he came and tried to do his best, but his best wasn't enough. I knew since the second round it was over. I went back to my corner. I told him, I said, I'm stronger than he is. And when I seen that, it just gave me more confidence, and it was my night.
Is this your best weight class?
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna be at 140. I have no clue. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and sit down and scan myself. I'm gonna watch the fight, see how I like it, and we'll see from there. That's fire. I put in a lot of work for this, though. All glory to God, and hard work and dedication equals success.
Yeah, and look, and like we said, we're good now. I know we had differences in the past, but I give you a lot of respect. I saw how hard you trained in there. It showed in the ring, the discipline, the shape you were in. You had great cardio. It looked like you could have gone, 18 rounds.
I could have. That was easy. I actually was picking it up as it go, but Teo, he fought to not get stopped, so respect to him.
Wait, so respect for fighting to not get stopped?
I mean, he could have got stopped in there. It was almost over at a couple of times.
Isn't that more respect, maybe, if you...
I mean, he's a tough fighter. Yeah. He got power, too. Speed, too.
What's even more concerning is the bizarre behavior that followed the loss. Teofimo has always been an eccentric character, but his post-fight comments left many wondering if he's mentally checked out of the sport. He went on a rambling tangent, apologizing for slavery and making cryptic remarks that had absolutely nothing to do with the 12 rounds of boxing he just endured.
I can say a lot of things, still gonna be the wrong thing. Great guy, great fighter. We came out here, we went, we took everything, we put everything on the line. They ain't have nothing to lose but gain. And you know what? That's what true champions are all about. Coming in here every time, gotta put respect to it. To all my brothers and sisters, I love you guys. Always salute to the power that it be above. I thank you guys. I never wanted anything to harm you guys at all. So for that, my condolences to all you guys and to the slavery and everything that's ever happened mentally. Hi, Daddy. I love you. This is what it's all about. Some days you're not going to get it, but you always stay up and always give God the glory no matter what.
Rumors have been swirling for the last year that his training camps are chaotic and that he's distracted by personal drama. When you combine that with his erratic interviews, it paints a picture of a fighter who is spiraling.
Man, like you said, that masterpiece, man. He looked so smooth, calm, and relaxed, man. That was beautiful. That was the one boxing lesson that you future guys, young guys and amateurs just turning pro, watch that, man. That was beautiful.
When you were watching it, did you feel right away Shakur's gonna run away with this?
Well, I kind of figured that when they said they was gonna fight each other, so I knew Shakur was gonna dominate him, but they must hype the fight up.
Now, when you look at it, in the corner advice that Teo was getting, I know that he's gotten a lot of criticism online about that. What do you make overall of the game plan that he brought for the fight?
Well, you said game plan, man. Shout out to his grandfather, Willie, man, my partner. That was beautiful, man. They put together a great game plan, off that jab, combinations, stayed in the pocket, took it half a step back, stepped over, got off the line. That was beautiful.
When I meant criticism, I meant Teo's corner and game plan. But you are right. Shakur put on just a masterpiece of a game plan against Teo. But I was in reference to Teo's game plan going into the fight. It looked like he didn't have one.
They didn't have one. Whatever they tried, they didn't work. He heard his father say in the corner, "What happened to your fast hands? That shit didn't work, man."
Shakur understands what 3 minutes is. And you take full advantage of 3 minutes. He take full advantage of the ring. And he exploit whatever it is that you got bad habits at, or wherever you make your mistakes, he gonna exploit that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to beat that because no matter how hard you train, if you're not able to do what you train to do, it's almost like you left paralyzed. So, he basically paralyzed Teofimo Lopez. When he have an off night with those guys, he might say, yo, it's for this reason, it's for that reason. He'll never say it's because my footwork not there, right? Because the average fighter, when Teo make a move, they stay there and he get his shit off. Or if they jump at him, he take a step back, he counter, put him out. So these are things you wouldn't see in a normal fight, him being in there with a normal fighter. Being in there with a Shakur, where Shakur is the judge, he gonna tax you for every little thing you do, every little mistake you make. So if you reach it, he gonna make you pay for that. If you got a problem doing anything, your jab is off, anything, he gonna let you know. You know what I mean? He just got a hell of a style to beat. And that's why I was saying in the beginning, if Teo is gonna beat Shakur, he can't let Shakur breathe. If you let the man breathe, you know what I mean? You're going to let him create. And once he start creating, he only going to get more creative. You know what I mean?
While Teofimo was licking his wounds, Hearn was already in the ring talking about the next big moves for Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia. It felt like the boxing world was moving on from Teofimo in real time, treating him like yesterday's news before he even left the building. The irony of the situation isn't lost on the fans. Teofimo has spent years making controversial and often offensive comments, famously mentioning monkeys and bananas in a way that rubbed the community the wrong way. In the sport of boxing, karma usually arrives in the form of a 10-ounce glove.
I think Shakur is amazing.
Yeah.
My era was Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Ricky Hearn coming up, and then that era faded out. And then you had David Haney and all these other light heavyweights, Shakur, Terrence Crawford. He's good.
High level chess.
He's good, man. There's nothing else to say. He's good. He's good on all sides. When I say all sides, he's got his beautiful wife, his beautiful baby girl. He don't live a crazy lifestyle like half of these other athletes live. I believe he's a family man. He does everything with his wife and kids. He's easygoing, family guy. And I wish more fighters would follow him than follow anybody else.
So, where does he go from here? Is the takeover officially dead? When a fighter is humiliated on this level, not just by his opponent, but by the promoters, the analysts, and his peers, it's hard to come back. He's no longer the boogeyman of the division. He's the guy who got made to look average on the biggest stage possible. So, that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.